Alright, I guess we're doing this. I am Live the Truth, and today I'm reacting to the One Piece anime episode 1075. Episode 1074, which dropped I think a week or two ago, had Luffy with a giant fist about to punch a hole through Onigashima, and him telling Momo, "Move that! I trust you, but I need you to move that because it's over now." Before that, though, some of the most craziest lightning animations I've seen in One Piece to date. Inaru, where are you? But the One Piece anime is looking like it's at the conclusion. Luffy's about to unleash whatever crazy attack he's about to do to Kaido. Everyone that was fighting is basically accepting whatever happens, whether Luffy wins or loses. They're gonna just accept it. So it's that time. It's that time we wrapped it up. I want to see how Luffy's going to put an end to this in the anime. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see how Kylie's going to try to handle that giant punch. But without further ado, One Piece episode 1075. Let's get into it. Oh, get fired, Luffy. Nope, jumping straight into it. 20 years worth of prayer. Take back the land of one. Okay, we jumping right into it. Look at Luffy. Forget a hole through Onigashima. The man gonna pat Onigashima down to the ground like pop. That's just a ridiculous sight. Man lit himself on fire. Man, you want a head-up battle? I got you. He said, you don't have to grab me. I'm not running. I want the smoke. I bring the heat. I bring the fire. I want all the smoke. This man really coated himself in like some magma flame. Flame dragon torch. Yeah, he just coated himself in like this magma level of fire. He said, throw that fist. It'll melt the moment it touch me, throw it. Kaido egging him on. Melted through the horn, the other horn of Onigashima. You call it hockey, but we call it Rio. They got man tapping into something different. It looked like it was when he first used Conqueror's hockey, so. Rising Dragon. Bajrang Gun. Flame Bagua. So his whole dragon the Kanabo. His whole dragon form the Kanabo. Flame Bagua. Shockwaves. Woo. As if any of y'all can stop him. The people in Atlanta were really in like a torturous hell for 20 years. And blast breath. Yeah. Kaido's gonna quell any rebellion. Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna stand a chance. Kaido really made it impossible for anyone in Wano to step up against him. I mean, man was an emperor that not even Whitebeard was cool with just fighting, so no one in Wano had a chance. Anime rehashing everything that they've been through, everything that everyone has gone through for 20 years, 2 decades of this consistently. Lives being lost, people starving, getting poisoned. Fruits, those aren't the fruits y'all thinking of. That's when the smiles got introduced. When they were at their bleakest. Oh man. I will say transitions in this is on point. A lot of it was some torturous stuff, horrible stuff to watch, but it was beautiful, transitioned seamlessly. I just can't wait till this ugly mug is just gone, though. Roshi, you have outstayed your welcome. You outstayed your welcome on Earth. That was animated beautifully. Took you forever to get here, but man, what an entrance. About time, let your headless corpse just burn. That probably felt amazing for him to do. Kill Shiro. That probably felt amazing for him to do. He probably wanted to do that for years, decades. Everyone literally praying for Luffy to take down Kaido. On their knees praying to this sun god, asking him to bring the dawn. Oh man, the levels, oh man. Until Kaido's gone, this hell, this nightmare will not cease. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They didn't just do that. They didn't just do that. They didn't just to be continue me at the end with the punch. They didn't do that. They didn't. They didn't take this whole episode to remind us what we're fighting for. Oh my goodness. I will say, even though this was an emotional episode to build the emotion and anticipation for the climax. This was a setup episode for the climax. There was no progression done except Momo coming to a realization that he actually needs to do something. Luffy said, I trust you. He spent this episode going through a mental crisis to reaffirm himself, which he did, and now he's trying to push Onigashima out the way. So the episode was dedicated to Momo. Not just Momo. It was dedicated to us understanding the plight, really coming to grips. Because people, Wano's been going on for a long time. They've been in this raid particularly for a long time. And even though everyone on the raid has stated, they rather die than continue working for Kaido. They don't want to be slaves. Even though we've gotten that, it's only been sprinkled throughout all of Wano, the true pain, the true horror that it is being under Orochi's rule, that it is being under Kaido's rule, that it is living in Wano. No food, no crops, no clean water. Everything kills you. The Shogun will kill you just for not being happy around him. And then once you are literally at the end, possibly death is possibly better. Even if you do find fruit to eat, you are cursed to only being able to smile. And we found out earlier that people, even though they found this out, were still eating because they didn't want to die of starvation. And these are just, all of this happened probably the first couple of years of Orochi being in control. This was going on for decades, 20 years. Day in, day out, night and day. Man, the citizens of Wano have gone through it. Population decrease is probably ridiculous for Wano. Like, they have really gone through it. And for everyone looking up, literally on their knees, praying for Luffy to take down Kaido, praying for the Sun God to come and save them. Man, who's who was on the money with that one. But I'm not super mad at this episode. I mean, the visuals were beautiful. They told an amazing story. Orochi's finally dead. Orochi is finally dead. And the way they ended his life was great. I mean, compared to the manga, this was a better way of just demonstrating an artistic view of him getting cut. What it meant, how it was interacted, the people in play, how everyone was feeling. Like I said, Kyoshiro was probably wanting to do that for years. When he said that to Orochi, that he would cut out the head or take out whomever, Dakazai 9, where that come back. Yeah, he was talking about Orochi. He was channeling his anger for Orochi, and I love that they re-emphasized that in the scene. It was beautiful. This was a beautiful episode. Probably not the greatest one. Far from the greatest one. But it was a stunning episode. Very emotionally charged episode. Very powerful episode. And it was great to watch. The opening and ending. After an episode like this, the opening and ending fit. Those fit the economy emotions that this episode will go off. I don't know if they were made based with this episode and the final episode in mind. But after watching the opening and ending with this episode in mind, yeah, they fit. It just feels complete, if that makes sense. But I did enjoy watching this episode. I did enjoy watching Orochi get beheaded. I did enjoy watching Momo resettle himself, having to see and hear the voices of his mom, his sister, his father, and after get kicked in the butt to start doing stuff again. But again, this man's a kid going through so much, having literally the weight of his entire nation on his shoulders at like a 10-year-old kid. It's ridiculous. The plot line to Wano is ridiculous, but I love it. I love the anime. I love the anime, the live action, the manga. I love what One Piece is doing. So I have been Live the Truth. This was episode 1075 of the anime, and I'm gonna catch you in the next one. I'm out.